Hi everybody, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well and thank you for being here. Okay, crepey skin and flabby arms. Ugh. Oh, who has that? I do. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, my name is Liddy. I'm 74. I live in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. That puts me about 2.5 hours north of Seattle, but you got to come through the border. Washington, Seattle, Washington. Thank you for being here. All my regular subscribers, hope you are doing well. Yeah, I'm going to talk about my arms again. I just have to. It's summertime. Everybody's talking about their arms. They're driving me crazy. I don't want to hear anybody else because I feel like I need to talk to them and say, look, don't sweat it. But anyway, still doing my teeth. Yeah, you know, that's not going to keep me away from YouTube. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Now I'm healing beautifully. And so now I got to heal and wait for all the other procedures to happen. Anyway, yes, crepey skin. Do I have it? Yes, I do. Do you know what? As we age, our skin gets a lot thinner and we're, more susceptible to some of those things. But, I don't really have a lot of crepey skin. Now, a lot of you say it might be genetics, but I don't know if it is or not, because I've been doing something since I was 25 years old by accident, not on a daily basis, but maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. I started when I was really young. So I thought, I've got to share this because everybody's like, I don't want to show my arms. It's summertime. Well, you can see a little bit of color is really good for us. Okay. Crepey skin and flabby skin. This, people, is flabby skin. There we go. Look at that. I haven't lifted a weight in a month because we're moving. And so I've lifted enough boxes that I've just kind of hit the hay and that's it. But it really helps if you do weights. Now, I'm going to talk about castor oil. Castor oil does not get rid of flabby skin, okay? It's a whole different thing. It's probably going to soften your skin and hydrate it. It's not going to go, okay, it's gone. It's just not going to happen. It's been great for my crepey skin. I think that is what has kept my décolleté from not looking really all those little wrinkles that you get in there. I think it's by accident. Okay. So the crepey skin, I do probably have it a little bit more on my hands. My skin is quite thin on my hands, but probably not as thin as it could be if I hadn't been soaking it in castor oil. And yes, I have hyperpigmentation everywhere because I love the sun, especially in the 60s. I'm more careful now, but I'm not losing my whatever over it. I am not going to spend the rest of my life buying everything I can in the world to get rid of my hyperpigmentation. It's, they're my freckles. So things to think about as we're getting older. But if you are younger, if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70, that is still younger, you might want to consider this. I love when I get to talk about these things because I go, we see so many younger women, even women in their 60s and 50s talk about this. And I go, you ain't seen nothing yet, girl. You ain't seen nothing yet. Okay. Back in the 1975, I've told the story before. My doctor, okay, said, Liddy, I want you to go home and take a little bit of castor oil, 2 tablespoons of castor oil, and see if we can get this baby rocking and rolling. Didn't work. I had a bottle full of castor oil. So over time and over the years, I would bring out the castor oil, especially if I'd been out in the sun with my baby oil. And I would, after my shower, put on castor oil, which I found really, really hydrated my skin. Now, did I do it every night? No, I wasn't that committed. But I did it, once a week or twice a week or anyway. So over all these years, I think I was secretly taking care of crepey skin. I was ahead of it. Okay, so now, 5 months ago, the whole castor oil blows up, right? All the benefits and all the wonderful things that castor oil can do for you. And I'm going, well, I'm way ahead of that game. The only thing was I had never used it on my face. Oh my gosh, you got to watch those videos. It's at there. I'll link them at the end. I mean, I would never have ever thought up until about 5-6 months ago to put castor oil on my face, but I've been putting it on my body. So I'm really, really excited. But it wasn't just that. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to share with you what I have done with my arms. I do have flabby skin. We're moving. I'm too tired to lift any weights, but normally I sit in bed and I do my weights. I have a little routine that I do. Or if I don't have my weights, I showed you, most of you this before, I definitely, you know, I use my bands because it builds muscle. So if you have flabby skin or if you have muscle, the flabby skin actually starts to adhere to the muscle. It takes time. Now I know there's lots of creams out there that say you can do this. You might want to try that for an evening out. Like I know there's some good ones that apparently that work. I've never tried it. I've never been that uptight about my arms. But, you know, if you need to, I guess you can. But you know what? You can do this yourself. Okay, so a little exercise is going to take care of the flabby skin. I promise you, if you commit to it. Brush, exfoliate. My ex-husband is a Finn Swede. He's kind of like our French Canadians, but from Scandinavia. And so I learned about saunas and about using eucalyptus. And when we got to North America, there was no eucalyptus, and we used the loofahs, you know, ones from underneath, the ones that come from underneath the ocean. And then I kind of stopped using that. Then I went to the brush. Now this brush is not the brush that I normally use because my other one had was starting to look not great, and I only can clean it so many times and then I throw it out. But I like the one with the little rubber in them. It really, really stimulates the skin. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. Now, if you're starting out, the other one might be a little bit hard for you. This one's quite soft. I ended up buying this one at Marshall's because I needed it. I use a brush on my arms and my décolleté every day, and I have for years. So if you're younger than me, it's not too late to make a difference for yourself. And I believe stimulating my arms like I have, and I brush. I mean, I'm not babying it, but I'm really used to it too. So you might have to work yourself into it, right? I brush my arms, and I do a really good job every single day. Don't forget your neck. Don't forget up here. I brush my décolleté. I give it, and look how red it's getting. The blood is coming to the surface, which is so good for your collagen. Elasticity needs blood flow. So for your crepey skin, that's what you got to do. Get a really good brush and start off gentle. Just start off gentle, and if you want to, you can. But be very careful. You can even put a little castor oil if you want on your brush, and then just brush it in. I don't. I use just the brush. Sometimes I will use sometimes I will put coffee grounds on it. Our coffee's really, really fine. We use Tim Hortons, and sometimes I'll just take a little dish in and put it on my brush because the caffeine's really good, and I'll use that brush. I brush my feet. You've seen this one before. This one's really hard. Brush my feet, and then I use castor oil. And like I say, I don't have crepey skin. I really truly believe that I do not have it because I've been using castor oil since I was about 25 years old. Only difference is I was just using a regular drugstore brand. When I did my face video 4 or 5 months ago, that's when I learned about organic castor oil and all these wonderful things. Actually, it was a little bit before that, but I had not put it on my face. This is the one that I love. I love this castor oil. I've tried 4 or 5 different ones. There's lots out there. I'm not a label person. I know there's some big makeup companies or that have their own label of castor oil, and quite a few of them charge quite a bit more, which is crazy because castor oil comes only from certain places, and the biggest exporter of castor oil is India. So if you look at any of the bottles, they'll probably all say from India, and then people will create their own label around it, and it's cold pressed or expeller pressed. I prefer cold pressed. I think it's got a little bit more of the content in it that I want, but you choose for yourself. I'll have it linked down below as well, and like I say, and I love that it's in a glass bottle and it ticks all the boxes. So, Crepey Arms, castor oil. Flabby Arms, I know, it's gonna be a little bit more. Start picking up some weights and working with them. Now, this is the thing I want you to remember. Crepey Arms, Flabby Arms. Do you know what's gonna really be important when you get to where I am now? Believe me, I love to put on a cute dress. I'm not so much cutesy. Stunning dress would maybe be it, and go out and look stunning and look really, really good. I love to look glamorous. Well, not glamorous. I love to look great. And why not? But you know what? I don't lose my stuff over all of that, because at the end of the day, when we're here, you look at your arms and you go, wow, I got 2 healthy arms. I got 2 healthy hands. They all work. I can hold a baby in my arms. I can hold a loved one if they're taking their last breath. I can hold myself and still tell myself that, you know what? I love you too. And remind yourself every single day. You know, as we age, we get appreciation for so many things that actually have been in our life, in our journey all along, but we look at them so differently. And then so much appreciation comes with it, because the appreciation is, thank goodness I never lost the ability to be where I am today, to say, I'm just fine. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with wanting to do a little bit more so you look good. And when we look good, we feel good. So having said that, crepey skin, jump on that castor oil train and try it. If it doesn't work, you're not out a whole lot of money, okay? But it's worth a try. And it's worth a try. Thanks for being here, you guys. And remember, there is no future in our past, okay? Bring all the wonderful memories and all the great lessons that we've learned. And I'm going to tell you, there's so many more as we keep moving forward, and just leave all the baggage behind. It'll never serve you. See you later. Bye.